So they roll to a deity, a shrine. And the deity said, we enter a covenant and we protect you. And so they went into a covenant with the deities. Some of them made a covenant of children without wealth. Because they needed children. They needed children. And so the idol will say, go and bring goats. Go and bring this one, bring that one. I will give you children, but I won't give you wealth. He said, forget about wealth. And then when they give back to the first child, they will name the first child Nwakoba. You know what it means, Nwakoba? Child is better than wealth. So forget about wealth. They will sort themselves out in the future. Nwakoba. And today, because of the covenant the father made, enter into a covenant, you will find a family where all the women in the family are having plenty children. 5, 6, 8, 10 children per woman. Plenty children in the family. But nobody has risen in that family to become a graduate. Do you know today there are families that not even a single individual in that family is a graduate? Do you know there are families today that there is no block work, there is no block house in the family? Do you know there are families today that if there should be a problem of 10,000, about 5, 6, 7, 8 boys in the family put together, one in Lagos, one in Abuja, one in Kaduna, one in US, all of them put together will not be able to raise 10,000 naira. And then you ask yourself why? Because there was a covenant in that family that their ancestors made. Today, it has become a stronghold over the family. They are trying, but nothing is working. They are pushing, nothing is going. They are doing everything, nothing is working for them. Today, I don't know that covenant in your father's house, yes, that covenant in your mother's house, yes, as the Lord liveth before whom I stand, it shall be broken forever. I say it shall be broken forever. I say it shall be broken forever. Of their ignorance, the same Jonathan. Probably they had sickle cell. The woman is SS, the man is SS, and two of them married because there was nothing like going to test. And when they give birth to the first child, the child will die. Second child, the child will die. Third child, the child will die. Fourth child, the child will die. And then the woman conceived the fifth one. They say, carry the woman. There is an unmarried woman, a married woman agent somewhere, a herbalist that will do something on your wife so that the children will not die. And they carry the woman to the place. The woman will tell them, you will make a covenant. The child will live, but this child will serve the goddess all the days of her life. And if you agree, the rest of the children will live. And the woman will say, no problem, so long as my children will be alive. Today, the woman had died, but she had made a covenant that if I give birth to this baby, the baby will serve the goddess. Today, the lady has grown in the city, going everywhere. Each time she closes her eyes, she will see herself in the middle of a river and see some fishes and snakes playing around her. As she will jump up and run, at times you close your eyes, just closing your eyes to rest. All of a sudden, you will see a beautiful woman smiling and coming close to you. I say, come, you are mine, please come. And you say, no. There are people that find it difficult to sleep. Why? Because there was a covenant their mother made. A young lady came to me, a banker, a very senior staff in one of the banks. She came. And what's the problem? Any man that comes to marry her, a particular man comes in the dream to chase that man away. Anybody that comes to ask for hand in marriage and say, auntie, I want to marry you, or I want us to go into a relationship, or I even want us to be getting along. The moment you open your mouth, they will shut your mouth forever. Your business go down. Everything crash. Everything start going down. You close your eyes, you will see a man carrying cutlass to chase you in the grave. The next day, the lady will call, carry phone and call the man, hello. Hey, he said, please, don't call this number again. That's the wrong number. And you begin to ask why. What is happening? There is a marine presence that is following you. A lady came here a few weeks ago. I looked at her, I told her, nobody can marry you. He said, why? I said, because any man that attempts to marry you will either die or everything he's doing will crash. It's not a member of this church. Somebody brought her. I didn't need to close my eyes to do shakatakata. I looked at her. I have seen marine presence following her. I have seen marine presence. I told her, no man can marry you. She told me, yes, sir. That the young man that wants to marry her, they sacked him from work. His family people gathered and bought a car for him to be doing Uber around here. He started doing Uber. It was not long. He had the fatal accident with Uber and the motor crashed beyond repair. And he had nothing doing. His office, they sacked him. Video call. I'm standing on the altar now. I don't lie, I'm telling you. He said the man called. After they called, you know what happened? They fired him outside the country, not in Nigeria. When foundation is fighting you, even if you are in Japan, even if you are in Europe, even if you are in Afghanistan, wherever you are, because the blood you are carrying, there is a lineage from where you are coming from. There is a bloodline from where you are coming from. Wherever you go, it follows you. It goes with you. But that is the reason the Almighty have raised somebody like me. My name is Apostle Grace. For this purpose, the Almighty have raised me. In any way you have been tied. Yes. In any way you have been held. Don't die. Yes. As the Lord liveth, before whom I stand, yes, you shall be free.